picture, we have done transformation experiment conducted by Griffith, and he told that the one which is transforming is called as transforming principle, but he was unable to tell the biochemical nature of the transforming principle, whether it is RNA or DNA or protein. The name of the experiment what he conducted is called as transforming principle experiment, transformation experiment. He conducted it in the year 1928. He conducted in the mice, right? So he has taken Streptococcus pneumoniae, live colonies, right? Smooth strain he has taken, rough strain he has taken. Smooth strain, since they are virulent, when you inject, mice will die because of pneumonia. Rough strain, since they are avirulent, when you inject, mice will be alive. Now, when you heat kill the smooth colonies, because the bacteria were dead, so mice will be alive. When you inject step 2 and step 3 together, means live rough with smooth killed, then what happened? The DNA from the smooth entered the rough and transformed the rough into smooth. So, since smooth colonies were there, which are live, which are pathogenic, they killed the mice. So, but then he was not able to prove what it is, whether it is DNA or RNA or protein. Now then, the next step of experiments were conducted by 3 scientists, which is called as biochemical characterization of transforming principle. That we will see. Who conducted that experiments? Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy conducted that experiments. In which year they conducted? 1933 to 1944. So, they continued Griffith experiments only, and they proved that the biochemical nature of the transforming principle is DNA. So, we will see that experiment which comes in the order. So, in which year, children, what is the name of the experiment? Biochemical characterization of transforming principle. So, it is biochemical characterization of transforming principle. This was the next experiment. They want to find out the biochemical nature of the transforming principle in Griffith experiment. What are the names of the scientists who conducted? Oswald, Avery. So, 3 scientists, their names are, one scientist is called Oswald Avery, and the other scientist name is MacLeod, and the other scientist name is Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. So, we generally call it as Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. Their complete names: Oswald Avery, MacLeod and Macklin McCarthy. We will tell. It is Macklin McCarthy. So, these 3 scientists, MACLYN, 1 minute, MACLYN, Macklin McCarthy. So, these 3 scientists conducted experiments from which year to which year? They conducted experiments from the year 1933 to 44 to prove the biochemical nature of the transforming principle. These 3 people worked to determine the biochemical nature of the transforming principle. So, before 33, they thought protein is the genetic material. So, before this experiment, before these 3 people conducted this experiment, it was thought, what they thought? It was thought that protein is the genetic material. People thought that protein is the genetic material. But then these 3 people conducted experiments and they told it is not protein, it is DNA. What did they do? I told this is an extension for Griffith experiment only. So, they have purified the chemicals from the heat killed smooth cells. How did they do the experiment? They have purified the biochemicals. All the biomolecules are there, right? So, they have purified the biochemicals. From where did they purify? From the smooth colonies. They have purified the biochemicals from the heat killed smooth colonies, right? So what are the chemicals? It is protein, it is RNA, and it is DNA. Then what they have done? So they have taken a culture medium. They have taken a culture medium. Culture medium means which is having rough colonies, live rough colonies. Culture medium has rough colonies, right? And to these rough colonies, what did they add? Since they have purified the biochemicals, to the first one, they added protein. They added only protein, which is taken from the smooth colonies. So then, when they have checked in the test tube, so when they are giving protein of the smooth colonies to the live rough colonies, so no change actually. They did not observe any change. Why there is no change? Since we know protein is not the genetic material, so protein cannot transform rough into smooth. So the rough colonies remained rough. So that is why, since the rough colonies remain rough, I told there is no change. Then in the next experiment, what they have done? They have taken the culture medium again in another tube. Culture medium means which is having rough colonies. Now this time, since they have purified all the biochemicals, this time they have taken the RNA from the smooth colonies. They have taken RNA from smooth colonies. And when they observed it in the culture medium, so when you give RNA, now we know that RNA is also not the genetic material. So then what happens? Again there is no change. What do you mean by no change? Rough will remain rough only, because RNA is not going inside to transform the rough to smooth. Rough remained rough only. In the culture medium, rough are there, rough remained rough only. So then again, so protein is not the genetic material, it is confirmed. RNA is not the genetic material, it is confirmed. Third time, what they have done is, again they have taken culture medium. Again they have taken culture medium, so which is having rough colonies. This time they have added DNA. They have added DNA from smooth colonies. All of us know that DNA is the genetic material. DNA is the one which transforms rough to smooth, converts the rough colonies to smooth colonies. Now, then you should tell that there is change in the culture medium. So, there is change. There is change in the culture medium. That they have observed that few rough got transformed into smooth. Few rough got transformed into smooth. So, this got transformed into smooth. This got transformed into smooth. This got transformed into smooth. So, now this is evident that DNA is the genetic material, because when you are sending the DNA of the smooth colony, then the rough colonies have transformed into smooth colonies. To once again prove what they have done. So, they have continued one more experiment to the same step. What they have done is, they have taken the culture medium which is having rough colonies. To that, they added the DNA from the smooth colonies. Along with DNase. DNase is an enzyme which digests the DNA. So when you add DNase, the DNA gets digested. When the DNA gets digested, so then rough will remain rough. Rough cannot transform into smooth because smooth's DNA got digested. So then when they have done this, then again there is no change. Means rough remained rough. Not only this, they have even done the experiments with protease enzyme also. Protease is an enzyme which digests protein. They have done with RNase also. So they have conducted experiments with protease and RNase. So they identified that the protein digesting enzyme protease, RNA digesting enzyme RNase will not affect transformation, If you want, we will see that also. So what are the series of experiments they have done? So they have taken the culture medium having rough colonies, and then they injected the protein of the smooth colonies into the rough colonies. Since protein is not the genetic material, rough will remain rough, so no change. In the same manner, when you inject the RNA of the smooth colonies, since RNA is not the genetic material, again rough will remain rough, no change. When you inject the DNA from the smooth colonies, we know DNA is the genetic material which can transform rough into smooth, so there is a change, rough transformed into smooth. Then when they used an enzyme called DNase which can digest the DNA, then the DNA of smooth got digested, so then the rough remains rough. So they again use protease and RNase also, that also we will see here. We'll continue the same experiment. They identified that. What did they identify? They identified that protein digesting enzyme. So children, what is the protein digesting enzyme called? The protein digesting enzyme is called protease. And what is RNA digesting enzyme called? The RNA digesting enzyme is called RNase. The protein digesting enzyme or the RNA digesting enzyme, RNase. Will they affect transformation? Do not affect transformation, because RNA is not the genetic material, protein is not the genetic material. So they identified that the protein digesting enzyme and the RNA digesting enzyme did not affect transformation. They did not affect transformation, whereas DNA digesting enzyme, it inhibited transformation, right? So let us write down. So whereas the DNA digesting enzyme, what is the DNA digesting enzyme called? The DNA digesting enzyme is called DNase, right? So this DNase, what did it do? It inhibited transformation, right? It inhibited transformation. So with this clue, they told that DNA digesting enzyme digested the DNA. They suggested that DNA caused transformation. So with this clue, they suggested that, what did they suggest? They suggested that DNA caused transformation. And they told DNA is the transforming principle, and hence they concluded that DNA is the hereditary material. What did they conclude? They concluded that DNA is hereditary material, right? They told DNA is the hereditary material, but majority of the biologists are not convinced with this biochemical characterization experiment conducted by Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. So they were not convinced with this experiment. Then who conducted a final experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material? That we will see now, right? What is this experiment called? Biochemical characterization of the transforming principle. Who conducted it? Avery, MacLeod, McCarthy conducted it. So before this experiment, everyone thought that protein is the genetic material. Now how did these people proceed? They have purified the biochemicals, and then they added protein separately, RNA separately, DNA separately. Since protein is not the genetic material, protein cannot transform rough to rough, rough remain rough. Since RNA is also not the genetic material, so then RNA also cannot transform rough to smooth, rough remain rough. We know that DNA is the genetic material which can transform rough to smooth. Yes, rough got transformed into smooth. So then to prove it again, they used DNases, they used proteases, RNases experiments, and they suggested and they concluded that DNA is the genetic material. But majority of the biologists were not convinced with this experiment. Then who came? Hershey and Chase came, and they have conducted transduction experiments in a bacteria called E. coli using T2 bacteriophage, and they proved that DNA is the genetic material. That we will see. Hope you understood this second experiment, which is called biochemical characterization. Now we'll move on to the third experiment conducted by Hershey and Chase in the year 1952. So which was univocally accepted, means without any mistake, the entire scientist community accepted, yes, DNA is the genetic material. That we will see now. What is the name of the experiment? It's called transduction experiment. So then the next experiment is called transduction experiment. Who conducted transduction experiment? Hershey and Chase conducted experiment. In which year did they conducted experiment? 1952 they conducted experiment. In which organism? What is the experimental material for Hershey and Chase? It is E. coli and its virus T2 bacteriophage which infects E. coli. So they conducted experiments on a bacteria called E. coli and T2 bacteriophage. What did these people do? How did they do the experiment? Let us see. So they have done radio labeling experiment. This transduction experiment is also called as blender experiment. It is also called blender experiment. Okay. Now what did they do? So they have taken two sets of viruses. One bacteriophage. This is a bacteriophage in which the outside protein capsid is radio labeled. So the protein capsid, the protein is made up of sulfur containing amino acids. The sulfur, they have taken radioactive sulfur S35. So here for the first set of bacteriophage, the protein coat is radio labeled with S35, whereas its DNA is not radio labeled. Now for another virus, what they have done? For the second bacteriophage, the protein coat is not radio labeled. The protein coat is normal, but the DNA is radio labeled with P32. This is the DNA which is labeled with P32. They conducted their experiments in 3 steps. The first step is called infection, second step is blending, and the third one is called centrifugation. So first step is point number 1, infection. During infection, they made the virus to infect the bacterial cell. They made the virus to infect the bacterial cell. So the virus has infected the bacterial cell, and the virus has its genome also, and the bacteria will also have the genome. In infection, what happens? Tell me. During infection, the virus will try to send its genetic material. So it will send this genetic material inside, and this is radio label P32, and this genetic material will also be sent inside, right? So during infection, the virus will try to send the genetic material inside. So we will do one thing. We will draw one more virus here. Whose DNA came inside. Here also we will draw one more virus whose DNA came inside. Its DNA entered inside. Now, the next step I told, it is blending. In infection, the virus will try to send its genome inside, genetic material inside. During blending, when you blend, what happens? The physical contact between the virus and the bacteria will be lost, and they get separated from each other. So, the bacteria gets separated. Here also the bacteria gets separated, and the virus will also get separated during blending. So this virus will come out. This virus also will come out. So they don't have connections with each other. So here also we can tell the viruses will come out. Since you are blending, they lose their contact with each other and they are well separated from each other, right? So then next step, I told it is centrifugation. The next step is centrifugation. So the third step, when you do centrifugation, so density gradient centrifugation, when we do, the denser one will make a pellet at the bottom, the lighter one will be supernatant on the top. So that means when we are doing density gradient centrifugation, what do you expect at the bottom? It will be pellet because of its more density, and the one which is on the top is called supernatant. It is called supernatant. Come on, tell me, virus is denser or bacteria is denser? Virus is denser. So supernatant fraction will be occupied by virus and the pellet portion will be occupied by bacteria. We want to find out whether the DNA will go inside, which will transform the bacteria rough to smooth, or whether the protein will go inside to transform the rough to smooth. For that reason only, we have labeled the protein coat with S35. If protein is the genetic material, then protein should go inside. Then if the protein containing S35 goes inside, then S35 radioactivity should be within the bacteria. But we have shown the protein is out. Protein did not enter inside. What entered inside is the genetic material. So the protein, since it is outside, when they are checking for S35 radioactivity, they were able to get S35 radioactivity from the top, from the supernatant. So in the first one, S35 radioactivity was detected from where? Was detected from the supernatant itself. Was detected from the supernatant, but not from the pellet. So I think this experiment is sufficient to tell that protein is not the genetic material, because protein did not go into the bacteria. If the protein did not go into the bacteria, then the bacteria cannot transform, right? So in the next experiment, if you see, again, when you do density gradient centrifugation here, the bacteria will be in the pellet fraction and the virus will be in the supernatant. Now, since we have radio labeled the P32 containing DNA, and we know DNA is a genetic material, we also know DNA has entered into the bacteria. That means when we are checking for P32 radioactivity, P32 radioactivity is with bacteria. So they have detected, right? So they have detected the P32 radioactivity with the bacterial pellet. So P32 radioactivity was detected from where? It was detected from pellet, where bacteria is there, but no P32 radioactivity in the supernatant. But no P32 radioactivity from the supernatant. This is what is the inference of Hershey and Chase. They told that since when they have radiolabeled the DNA with P32, that is the one which entered into the bacteria. If it has entered into the bacteria, then it can transform the bacteria rough into smooth. It can transform the non-virulent into virulent, and it will get the ability to kill the mice. So this was the experiment what Hershey and Chase done finally to prove that DNA is the genetic material in the year 1952. So which is called as vocal proof. Unequivocal proof means unmistakable. Without any mistake they did and everyone accepted. Unequivocal means unmistakable. without any mistake they have given the proof, and every scientist accepted that DNA is the genetic material. So we finished in this lecture the search for genetic material, and we came to a conclusion through Hershey and Chase experiment that DNA is the genetic material. In the next lecture, we will talk about the next topic, DNA versus RNA. Hope you are understanding the lectures. If you like the content, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.